Hey guys, this is going to be a really quick informal video, very little or no editing. Big things are happening. If you have no context for this, my name is Cullen. I live on my Chris Craft Corinthian at this dock in Jacksonville, Florida. This is River City Brewing Company, or at least it was. Very, very soon it's going to be completely torn down, removed. The restaurant is going to be demolished and the dock is going to be completely destroyed. And that's a little bit scary. Because like I said, I live on my boat here. And they told everyone that we had to get out. And I mean, obviously there's not gonna be a dock here, so we don't really have an option. And they gave everybody a little bit more than 30 days to get out. Which is fine, I guess. It's better than nothing. Honestly, I expected when they eventually did tear down the dock that they would give us less. So I'm okay with that, but it does make life very difficult because Jacksonville has a chronic shortage of dock space. We only have maybe 8 to 10 marinas total, and the number of marinas that actually allow liveaboards is even smaller than that. It's a very small fraction, like maybe 2 or 3. And if you kind of lay low and don't 100% say you're going to live aboard, maybe you could get away on 2 or 3 of the others. Point is, there's not a lot of places to go. This is peak season for moving marinas too, because it's getting to hurricane season, so people who might not have a permanent mooring, they might be trying to go into a marina for the season just to have that little extra bit of security. So there's going to be very little space for anybody to go. We've got 29 slips on River City Brewing Company, and 26 of them, I think, are filled up at the moment. We've already had a couple people leave, people who are lucky enough to get into marinas that are pretty hard to get into. They've got some picky dock masters that they want to make sure that the people coming in have good, clean boats with running engines. And they were lucky enough to get in, and they've already moved on. And very quickly, I expect this entire marina to be clearing out and for people to be going their own ways, because we have until July 15th. That's when, that's day zero. That's when they shut it down, and River City Brewing Company and River City Marina will be no more. And like I said, that's really sad, because the entire time that I was saving up money and planning and dreaming of living on a boat, I had this specific marina in mind. I really did. I came and visited here. I talked with the dock master back then, and he showed me around, and I fantasized about the day I would be living here on my boat, enjoying this part of town. It's just so central to Jacksonville, and that's something that I'm not going to be able to get at any other marina. Even if I do find another solid marina, it's not going to be as central to Jacksonville. It's not going to be as cheap. It's not going to be as welcome to liveaboards. The community that we have here is just so awesome. It's been great. Every time we have a problem on one of our boats, everybody comes in and we pitch together for ideas and resources. It's just been really good to have that solid community, and now it's going away forever. And that really hurts, honestly. But, I mean, that's the future. It's gonna move on. Unfortunately, the future of this space is not that bright for me personally. They are tearing down the restaurant and replacing it with high-rise apartments. And contractually, the city says they have to have another restaurant, but who knows what that means. It could just be like a little cafeteria in a basement. Technically a restaurant, but it's going to be high-rise apartments, and if you can afford it, you can live there. And the marina is going to be for storage only, and I don't even know if it's going to be open for the public or if it's just going to be reserved for people who live in the apartments. But either way, they're not going to allow liveaboards. That's going to be a hard line that they're not going to allow. And real quickly, just a tangent, that brings me to something that I've been wanting to talk about, because it seems like in the boating world, liveaboards are kind of, we're the redheaded stepchild in a way, where from one direction, people love the idea. Like, I talk to my friends and new people I meet, and they're like, whoa, wait a minute. You live on your boat? That's amazing. That's awesome. I wish I could do that. And then from another direction, from seemingly the people who own and run the marinas, it's almost like we're a problem child to be dealt with and put away and kept quiet. And I don't understand that, because like I said, the community that we have here at River City right now is so strong. Like, the dock master lives on his boat, so he's always here able to help when something goes wrong on the dock or on someone's boat. We always have somebody here that you can call in an emergency. We're always here for each other, and we're always supporting each other, and that's been really, really special. And I don't know why some docks don't seem to see the value in that. And maybe it's more of an insurance thing where the insurance companies don't see the value in that, and so they charge more if you're going to have people living here full time or something like that. But I just wanted to share that message that I don't think liveaboards are something to be avoided if you're managing or owning a dock. I think that's something to be invited. Building that community, and we're going to be some of your most vocal proselytes. We're going to be telling people about the dock, about living there. That's our home. We love it. We want to share it. So I think that liveaboards actually help more than they hurt any dock that they're at. So anyway, just real quick, for history's sake, since River City Brewing Company and its marina are just not going to exist anymore in a couple of weeks, I want to give a quick tour around for the history books. Come join me. All right. So right now we are on the T-head. That is the downtown area, and that's the Main Street Bridge. We are in the South Bank part of town, right in the narrowest part of the river. We've got a diesel pump and a gasoline pump at the end. And I mean, again, this is for the history book. So in 30 years, who knows, maybe these numbers and prices will mean something to a historian, but this dock is in pretty rough shape, and it has been ever since Hurricane Irma in 2017, I believe. Actually, the dock was not hurt that bad in the hurricane itself. What happened was there used to be 2 different docks here at the marina, and I'm walking toward where the second dock used to be. See those pilings over there? There used to be a second dock built right there. What happened when Hurricane Irma came through was it raised the water level to a point that the water was above that railroad bridge, and all the debris that was floating on top of the water was stuck behind that railroad bridge as the river was coming this direction, until the water dropped low enough that it could all come underneath the bridge and wipe out that marina all at once. And that was completely gone, unsalvageable. But we still had this one left. There's a thunderstorm coming in, so I'll wrap this up fast. The river taxis, there are 4 of them in town. This is the Norma Dell. They have been using this dock as a storage area for a long time, and they dock by Friendship Fountain, which is a public park right by River City Brewing Company. That's one of their 5 or 6 stops around the city. If we go further down toward the dock, there is, good grief, I made a video about this boat. It is absolutely gorgeous inside. Check it out if you like big old aluminum Chris Craft. Wow, it's getting windy. This is a beautiful sailboat. Unfortunately, I don't actually know the owners. They aren't here very often. We've got just some more sailboats on this area. And the dockmaster has been religiously repairing and replacing all the planks on this dock for probably 2 years now. It's just a shame that all of that work is going to be basically for nothing. And we're coming up to a point where he was working, but when the news came down that they're going to tear it all to bits, it just didn't make sense to keep working anymore. So we've got this open area you have to walk across the planks and hope that you don't fall in. Going further down the dock, you get to Buster's place. That is an old Chris Craft Aqua Home, 43 or 44, I believe. It's seen better days. The man who lives there has lived there for a decade or more, and luckily he's already found another place to move, so that at least is good. And here's big news, my boat. We are poised and ready to head out at a moment's notice as soon as I have a new place to go. And I know a lot of you are going to try to help with that, but trust me, I've got this under control. I've got plenty of backup plans. I'm not looking for any help, but if you do know of a dock in the area that may have some openings, go ahead and put that in the comments. But like I said, I'm not looking for any kind of help or assistance. I'm just looking to spread the story of this dock and keep its memory alive a little bit. This sailboat is named Z. I've really wanted to make a video about that boat, and maybe I will someday. I've got David's contact. He's the guy who owns the boat, and it's just gorgeous. I really hope that I can keep in contact with them. Here's Tiffany 2. We saw this boat renamed last week. Man, the wind really is blowing. I've got maybe 2 minutes left here. But anyway, you can check out that video if you're interested in what Tiffany 2 looks like on the inside. We've got some more project boats over here. This is an old ferro cement boat, one of I think 3 or 4 in the world. I've been told it was built and designed to be a little bit of an icebreaker, actually. I know, right? A sailboat icebreaker in Alaska. And it's been brought down here and it was abandoned at some point, so it belongs to the dock. So the future of this sailboat is unknown at this time. This is the dockmaster's boat. If you ever had an emergency, he was always there. Great guy. And coming toward the end here, one more sailboat and one more powerboat. Hey guys, how you doing?
Good, how you doing?
Doing well. Just finishing up a video here.
There you go.
And this is the restaurant that they're going to just tear down. This was one of our mayor's favorite restaurants back in the 80s and 90s. Jake Godbold was his name. And it really is an awesome place. It's got a great outdoor entertaining area and a really special interior area as well. But history does not put businesses necessarily in a good place in the present. And if it's not doing well in the present, then it has to be reevaluated. I'm gonna finish this video from the top of the Dockmasters area. This is that great outside dining area. At the top of the Dockmaster's office, there's a patio that you can see the entire dock. And this is what's so sad to me. For the last 2 years, this has been my home. This has been my community. This has been where I live. This has been the people that I have small talk with, that I have deep conversations with, that I share my life with. And just the fact that that's going away in a way. I'm gonna have to find a new place and maybe a new community, but you never know what the future holds. But it's really sad to leave, but sometimes that's just what happens. So thanks for watching all this and sharing in the history of River City Brewing Company and River City Marina. Things are changing forever, and it's sad to see the past kind of become the past in real time. Yeah, that's all I got to say.